The Psychology of Self-Control, Thomas Shelby. So you've made it this far? Good. Most people never do. They start strong, listen to the first few lessons, nod in agreement, and then fall back into comfort and routine.
But not you.
You're still here, and that means you're different. You're hungry for more. So listen carefully, because what comes next isn't just advice. It's the foundation of power, discipline, and control. I am Thomas Shelby. And if you truly understand these next lessons, you won't just control yourself, you'll control your destiny. Because self-control isn't about denying yourself. It's about mastering yourself. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't wait for opportunity. He creates it. I've seen gifted men fail because they believed they had forever. And I've seen ordinary men rise to greatness because they treated every second as a weapon. Never trust someday. Never trust soon. Those are words of the weak, the comfortable, and the dead. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't stop for your feelings. It moves forward with or without you. If you want to build discipline, you must learn to make time your executioner, not your comfort. Set deadlines that bite. When you fear the clock more than you fear failure, you'll move. Action, no matter how small, creates momentum.
And momentum builds discipline.
Stop saying tomorrow. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. Mark the hour. Set the deadline. Let time pressure you until you act. Because when time becomes your master, you stop wasting it. You start using it. Pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Most people spend their lives running from it, avoiding hard work, difficult conversations, uncomfortable truths. But the pain you avoid today becomes the weakness that destroys you tomorrow. I learned this on the front lines of France. Every day, fear waited for us, the silence before the shelling. The knowledge that death could strike at any moment. The weak tried to hide from it. They sang, played cards, and pretended it wasn't real. But when the first bombs fell, they broke. I didn't. I faced pain before it arrived. I accepted it. I welcomed it. And when it came, I was already ready. That's the rule. If you face pain first, everything that follows feels lighter. Do the hardest thing at the start of the day, the call you've been avoiding, the task that scares you, the training that hurts. Meet it head on. Because pain faced early becomes strength. Pain delayed becomes prison. Every man feels urges, hunger, lust, pleasure, distraction. Most obey them instantly. They feel desire and they move. But understand this. Cravings are not commands. They are waves. Strong at first, but they fade if you wait. When a craving hits, don't obey it. Observe it. Wait 10 minutes. If it still stands after that, maybe it's worth your time. But most won't last. The weak man obeys every impulse. The strong man delays. Because the space between impulse and action is where freedom is born. In business, I've seen men destroy themselves because they couldn't wait. They chased fast money, quick wins. I waited. I built. I took the whole table while they fought for scraps. That's the power of patience. So the next time desire pulls you, pause.
Breathe.
Let it pass. You'll realize most of what you crave isn't worth chasing. Motivation is a lie. It's a spark that fades the moment life gets heavy. Most men wait for it. They wait to feel ready, to feel inspired. But life doesn't wait for your feelings. I don't act because I'm motivated. I act because it's written, because my routine demands it. That's the difference between the weak and the disciplined. The weak man serves his emotions. The strong man serves his structure. I don't wake early because I want to. I wake early because that's who I am. I don't train because I feel inspired. I train because it's carved into my life like stone. When you build structure into your days, you don't crumble when motivation disappears. You move forward anyway. Discipline doesn't care if you're tired, angry, or lost. It says, do it anyway. That's where real power begins. So stop chasing motivation. Stop waiting for the mood to strike. Build your structure, write your orders, and obey them like a soldier. Because the man who serves his routine will always outlast the man who waits to feel ready. Most men waste their lives comparing themselves to others. They compete sideways, trying to outshine neighbors, friends, or strangers online. They measure their worth through meaningless comparisons. But the only person worth beating is the man you were yesterday. He's your real rival, the one who hesitated, the one who wasted time, the one who quit too soon. Beat him. Just 1% improvement each day is enough. One more push-up, one more page read, one more hour of focus. You don't need noise or applause. Quiet progress lasts longer than loud ego. I didn't build an empire by racing every man in Birmingham. I built it by carving away weakness every single day until strength was all that remained. That's what consistency does. Over time, people call it greatness. So tomorrow, don't ask if you're better than others. Ask if you're better than yesterday. If the answer is no, you've wasted the day. If yes, even by a fraction, you've won. Keep repeating that, and one day, you'll look back and realize you've become unstoppable. You now know the final laws of self-control. The rest is up to you. When you feel weak, return to these words. Listen again. Remember them. Because the moment you master yourself, you master your time, your pain, your cravings, your habits, and finally, your life. That's how legends are made.